stereo or head unit is a pile. That is the name, not necessarily the quality, though the quality is not that great either. Hey, it's Nate with 4x4. In this video, we're going to take a look at the cab and driving area of my 1989 Mitsubishi Delica Starwagon. A couple of the modifications that I've made, some of the upgrades that I've done as well, and some of the just like small little life improvements. So thanks for watching, and check it out. Hello and welcome back. So this is the last video where we're going to walk through my 1989 Mitsubishi Delica. And in this one, we've reviewed the build out, we've reviewed the exterior, so now we're going to review kind of the driving space and the front cab. Because these are forward drive, there is not a ton of space up there, so I've really tried my best to consolidate and make it as clean as possible up there and as usable as possible, which is really, really the most important thing. Walk around here to the driver's side and take a step in. At first glance, it's pretty much Mitsubishi Delica L300 as normal. There have been a decent amount of modifications done, though, that, again, really make this easier to use. So ignore how gross my floor mats are, but the floor mats are actually the rear floor mats out of a Subaru Crosstrek. I found them at Goodwill, just cut them up a little bit. Over here, I've added a one of the high armrests. Surprisingly hard to find. Mine did not come with it. Mine was just completely open like that. There was nothing there, nothing for your arm, and so even though the fabric doesn't exactly match, it's well worth it. Over here, you'll notice that my steering wheel is not factory. Always been a fan of aftermarket steering wheels, especially some of the weird ones. This is a Dome Zero SW2, and I've put it on a quick release as well. Maybe, there we go. It's much easier two-handed. But pulling that off is actually super helpful, because what it allows me to do then is, as I'm camping, I now have a whole bunch more storage up here, so I can put like tubs and totes and backpacks and really not worry about it. A lot of times what I'll do is, I'll take the steering wheel and you just set it up here. Set it right there on the dashboard. Make it nice and easy, out of the way, get a little bit more usable space. Over here, and inside, so I've actually put little labels on here for the speed because I'm dumb and I'll never remember what they are. I've gotten better about it. And then I've also got this sticker. It says Japan Automobile Federation. It's actually not from the Japan Automobile Federation, but I like the sticker. It matches. Nice Futura font. Over here, we've got the Greddy 5-speed shift knob, because mine is a 5-speed. Just wanted to add that, get something a little bit different than OEM on there. Pretty basic, 2 USB prong port. I've got the cool box that I actually don't use to keep anything cool. There's radio equipment in there. It's storage for me. And I am a big fan of like trail communications and radios and stuff like that. So if we look over here, we can see the first radio, which is a Kenwood TMV71. It's a ham radio. But the nice thing about this is that it's got the detachable head unit. So if we look under here, let's see if we can see that. Yep, there it is. Right below my fuse box is the actual base unit itself, and that's the speaker. I've got a couple of cup holders built in, or not built in, but added on. They're standard Japanese vent cup holders. They're not that great, I'll be honest. I mostly have them because of looks. If you're like hard up for cup holders, would not buy these. I switched it up to a 3-pod unit so that I could get the Glow Shift 3-in-1 boost EGT and water temperature gauge built in and still retain these two, inclinometer and altimeter. I think that's what they are. The stereo or head unit is a pile. That is the name, not necessarily the quality, though the quality is not that great either. This came with my van from the importer, because the factory unit, it doesn't pick up US stations all that great. It does the job. I kind of like how inconspicuous it is. It looks almost factory. The only thing that kind of bugs me about it is that it puts out a blue light instead of the green, but I'm kind of a stickler for that sort of thing. We've also got over here, this is the GMRS radio that I have. This one allows me to communicate with like handhelds and just, more basic walkie-talkies and stuff like that. But it's got a little bit more power. It's got USB charging built in, and it's actually pretty nice. It's made by Midland. It's not my preferred method of communication just because it's not as powerful as the ham, but it is so common these days that it's nice to have. And then the only other couple of things that I'll call out are I put in a big Broadway mirror. You can see me filming there. And this is so nice because as you notice, I can see out of like every window by looking in the back there. One of the things I love the most about this fan is the visibility that it offers. Not just for, on the trail, but also just driving down the road since it's so slow and people are passing all the time. Wanted to make sure that, I could have good visibility. One other thing I guess I'll call out here is that behind each seat, I've just used the headrest to mount, this one's a fanny pack, so just a little bit of quick storage. On the other side there, I don't know how well you can see it, that's a garbage bag, but they work really well to just free up a little bit of space, a little bit more storage, because again, with how small this space is, you need all the storage you can get. And then I guess if we look up here, you can see I've got these clips. There's 4 of them. There's one there, one there, one there, and then there's one over here as well. Those allow me to put up curtains, cover both the front and side windows up here. When I'm sleeping in the back, in my build out, the back has full curtains all the way around, which is really nice. It makes it feel super homey. For the front, it was always open, so I just bought a pretty standard from Amazon, Japanese curtain system. And so it just hooks into those. It hooks into the mirror clips as well for support. And again, then you have 360 degrees of curtain coverage, which is just fantastic. It's so quiet, so peaceful in here. Really makes for an enjoyable experience. And honestly, that's about it. Not a ton going on up front, but that's kind of intentional. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't overcrowding it, but adding useful functionality that doesn't get in the way. And I'd like to think that I've done that. So, thank you for watching. As always, if you have any questions or if there's anything that you saw that I did not cover in this video, please be sure to leave a comment below. Please like and subscribe. We really, really love doing this, making this content for y'all. Enjoy getting out there as well. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you around.